broadcast, but at the moment it's not actually live yet. There we go. I think now we're live. Hey guys, so hopefully I'm going live right now. I'm trying to get everything set back up. It seems like every time I come into this, everything's changed its settings. Let's see, I just need to tweet out the broadcast. I'll get the chat opened up here in just a moment. There's the chat. Hi, TechMan. Hi, 3D Printed Aspie. Theory, how you doing? Let's see. Greg the Great. You're great, Greg. Cool. It's daylight. I'm here in Indiana. Sweet. Okay, so now I need to get this tweeted out. Let's see. Where is my... I've got two computers trying to do this, and I probably was the wrong thing to do. Okay, so there's the watch page. This is the curse of not knowing how to do this stuff. Be with you guys here in just a moment. Okay, so I got the stream tweeted out. Now, got to figure out how to invite people for the Hangout. Let me get back over to the chat window. The Guinness. How you doing? I think I got everybody. Okay, so now, how in the world do I invite people on Hangouts? What's funny is I saw the option last night. Does everybody hear me all right? right? 'Cause 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 right? am not seeing it. So, does anybody know how to invite people on or find the link for the Google Hangout on Google Hangout? I thought there was a tab for doing it. At the top. Oh, that makes sense. Invite people. Okay. So I've got the link copied. Okay. Go to edit. No. Edit. I want to go to the feed. There we go. Okay, guys, so I just posted the Google Hangout to you guys. I think it came up. Yes, it did. I've got a couple people that I really want to see if they come on there. I don't know how many people can be on it at once, so well, just bear with me on it. I've got Brooke invited. Then I need to go into my Patreon because I promised them I would give them the link. Okay. I'm sorry, I should have got a longer cable and brought my other monitor over here closer. Oh, there's the post button. Oh, wrong line. My goodness, I'm having a hard time with this. I gotta get this all figured out and how to do this a little bit easier in the future. I didn't practice this part of it. Okay, I think I'm just about done here. Okay, done it. Let me go ahead and pause that one so that I'm not using so much bandwidth up. Get over here to the Hangout one. There we go. Okay, I think we are in business now. Let's see, what did I miss over here on the chat? 10 people in the Hangout? Oh, wow. Oh, cool. Thank you, TechMan. So it did get through. Okay, so I don't need this anymore. Let me get it out of the way. I want to keep the mouse, so keep it over here. Okay, 8 minutes into the stream, and here we are. Okay, so as all of you already know, PJ from Twitter went and sent me this Printrbot Smalls. He ordered it, had it sent to me. I was not expecting it. All I know is I get a notification in the mail saying, you've got a package that you need to sign for. So I wasn't at home. I got the tag like at 10:30 that night. So I go into the post office next day and they hand me this. I wasn't even expecting it. So I was kind of shocked. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and get this thing unboxed, and then I'm hopefully going to get this assembled. Now, I got a hard stop at 10 o'clock. I got to be finished by 10 o'clock because I promised my mom I'd be up there to see her. She is still at the rehabilitation center. But the way everything's going, hopefully she'll be coming home next week. So that'll be great. Okay, I know I opened it upside down, but that's all right. Okay, so we got a plate. We got a Z plate. Lots of zip ties, which I understand I'll need. I got bearings, belt, wrenches. This is the power supply. This is the USA power cord. I got a bag full of fans, cords. It looks like the hot end. That's the cool thing about this one. It doesn't have a manual adjustment for the print bed. You set it by adjusting the sensor. So it actually has auto leveling on it, which that's just amazing. Let's see, I got another plate, more plates, the important plate. Okay, so we have a USB cord. Set that over there because I won't need that for a while. The printer goes for, I believe it's $295. This one, here's the kit that you build. If you want pre-built, I believe it's a little over, I think it's about $395. Have a little bit of sample filament. What? Oh, this Fusion 360 download for that. Let's see, here we have 4 stepper motors. We got some screws, some brackets, and a whole lot more screws. We'll go through that here in just a moment. We have the printed parts. We have a check sheet showing what all is supposed to be in the box. And then we've got the details here of how much it costs, which I'm not going to go into a whole lot of that. I'll set that off over here to the side. Have the fan cover. And I have watched Brooks' videos probably twice now, and I probably didn't get everything down pat, but I was trying to figure out exactly what I was in for. So I went through all the videos, the build videos twice. Okay, so here we have the control board for it. And it's even printed on, I don't know if you can see that through the package, but it's printed on the board itself where it says Printrbot. I don't know for sure, but I think they make their own boards. I might be wrong about that. And then we got all the rods. So let's set this down here. Use that for the trash. Pull all the rods out. Check sheet's not going to do me a whole lot of good. Printed parts. I want to kind of straighten out the screws. Oh, they got a couple screws here that are flatheads. So let me put those off here to the side. I seem to remember something being said recently about them changing out something to give it a little bit more height. Just checking out the chat there. Point of no return. I just avoided the ability of returning it. Okay, so we got the feet here. Kind of straighten out some of the sizes here ahead of time. I know they call them out by the size, so I did not bring a ruler over here with me to double check the sizes, but that's all right. I think I can figure out a little bit. Yeah, this is going to be a while. This is going to take about 3 hours to assemble, but I've got to, like I said, I've got to stop right at 10 o'clock. I'm hoping to be done before that if possible, but and they call these other screws plastites, I believe they called them. And these are all for screwing in the plastic pieces. I want to say there are two different sizes of them. But so far, I'm just seeing one size. Oh, there's a smaller one. Okay. I'll set these over here for the moment. So how's everybody doing in the chat? So I take it the video and audio is still doing all right? All good. Cool. Thank you. Ryan is awesome. He said if you do the stream, he says, I would like to be there. So I made sure I did it at a time where it's a little bit easier on him. I didn't want to do it so that he was up at 3 or 4 in the morning. But honestly, I didn't have any other time. This was the only time I've got until probably next week before I could get around to doing this. And believe me, it was killing me not to open that box. Okay. We're coming down to the end of the screws here, because all the rest of these are looking like the same size, except for that one. I got my wife off camera here today. She wanted to come over here and see what I have to go through in order to do a video. Okay, we got all those sorted out. Let's see, this is B. Okay, this one here, I believe all those parts are for the extruder, so I'm going to set those to the side. The wiring, switches, and all that, I think I can do that at a later time, so I'm not going to open that just yet. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the printer parts here. So to keep costs down, a lot of the parts are printed. I gotta say, these all came out really nice. I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure they print all their own parts in-house. Yeah, these are nice. Okay, so let's start to dive into this. Set these off to the side here. I'll put these in a way where I can figure out everything when the time comes. Okay, these are for the belt tensioners. Remember that. That's one of the standoffs. Okay. Just double check here, make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, I don't know what printer. It'd be interesting to find that out. I did send an invitation to Brooke if he would like to join, because he did mention at one point that he might like to. So it'd be cool if he does. I'd like to ask him a few questions on it. Okay, so I think those are the two I'm going to need first. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to see about shrinking up the chat here. Move it off to the side so I can open up the Fusion 360 file. This is the one part that I don't know about. They, instead of having an actual printed manual or an actual assembly guide, I don't know. It just, I'm a sucker for an actual printed manual or something where I can actually, read through the stuff as I'm doing it. So we'll see how this works out. I just got to figure out how to get into. Am I dropping out? Let me know if the stream drops out, because I so far on this end it looks like it's stayed, but I can't tell for sure. Oh, so it's went twice? Okay. Yeah, that's why I'm kind of, the upload on over here is like a 6 megabits per second with this one. So hopefully it'll last for a little while longer. Let's see. So how do I bring up? Trying to see how to bring up the file here. Oh, there we go. Finally found it. Okay, so the first step is the gantry. E. Okay, so there's this plate here. It looks like it goes that way, so it looks like the motor, one of the motors comes in. Let's see, are all these motors the same, or are they? Looks like they're all the same. Cool. Okay, so I know there's that. I remember there being, I don't see that bracket, even though it should be right here. Let's see what's showing here. Okay, so it's showing. No, that's not it. I didn't drop anything here. Let's make sure I'm not missing the piece I need. Okay, so that's for the main motor mount. That's for the fan. That is a standoff, probably for, I believe, one of the switches. This is for the print bed. That one is another one for the base. And there's these. Oh, here we go. I didn't open up this package. Okay, so let's go ahead and get these tools out here. It goes like 10 seconds out, and this was second time now. Did it come back, or is it still out? Because I'm showing everything's still broadcasting. I didn't see it drop out on this end of it. That's the piece I need. Oh, it comes back after 10 seconds. Okay, so the stream's all right. Sweet. I probably should get some better internet. Okay. Now back to this drawing. I believe, let's see. Okay, so the way I'm looking at this plate, are, I'm just going to do it by trial and error. It looks like it's a round-headed screw, so I believe it's going to be one of these. Nope, it's too big. Up a different. Oh, Yeah, let me move the mouse here and see if that... Why did it just try to do a focus just then? That's weird, because I have autofocus turned off. Huh. I'll have to look into it. Anyway, I gotta get going, moving on it. Okay. So once again, what screw? Oh yeah, that's right. It's going to be the silver screws. I seem to remember that being a point that was made. Yeah, autofocus. Yeah, because I just saw it whenever I moved. I saw the autofocus kick in. It should not be kicking in. So hopefully I can get through this stream and then I'll figure out why. Let's see. Good morning. How you doing? And that was another point that he made during the video, was that it had a spot here that wanted to get hung up on the lip of the motor. And I see that didn't get addressed. So I actually planned for that. Let me grab a little something here real quick, see if I got enough cord to reach it. Okay, I got my little rotary tool here. And yeah, it's just a hair off. A little bit more. Turn off all auto updates, background tasks, anti-malware. Yeah, I didn't think of that. I'll see if I can get into that real quick here and do it. I don't know if I can do it while I'm streaming or what. Okay. That's feeling a lot better. So what it was, there's screws there that would do it. Huh. Seems to go every 5 minutes. Ha. Okay, so that screw is just a hair too long. Let me try a different motor. Let's see if maybe it's just this particular motor. Yeah, let me go check the power save real quick here. Shrink that. Shrink that. Let's see. How did I get into that yesterday? Yeah, I do have it turned off. because I was trying to do an update yesterday, and so it must have to do with the internet. That's all I could figure. Okay, so these screws are not fitting. And I know it's supposed to take it might just be the motor. So let's just go ahead and switch to a different motor here and try it. But if not, I'm not sure how I'm going to fix that. Nope, that's bottoming out too. And it doesn't call for any washers underneath it. Okay, so I even caught my mistake. I think I might have beveled the wrong. No, I didn't. That's right. Let's try one more time. And a half millimeter gap between the head and the plastic because the screw is just a hair too long. And I do not think I have a way of, I'll have to get a measuring tape or some sort to measure them. But these screws here are the ones that it calls for the using on this motor for this bracket. And all the other screws for that particular size are too short. Let's see, because this right here is the only other one that's the same size, but it's way too short. These here have a bigger head to them. Even with those, they don't fit through. That's the ones that are actually meant for it. These other ones are way too long. Okay, so how am I going to fix that? If I grind off the ends of them, the chances are I'm not going to be able to get them into the motor. So that's not going to be good. I was hoping maybe one of the motors might be tapped a little bit deeper than another, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I'll try one more time and then if this doesn't work, I'll have to, rats. I'll have to contact them and find out about it, or at least go and pick up some different screws. Oh, wait a minute, nope. You know what? That might be tight enough. That motor seemed to let it go down a little bit further. That's just weird. I don't want to break them. No, there's still enough of a gap. Oh, goodness. I know the washers are for another part of it. And the thing is, once I get this whole thing assembled, then I can't get back into that part, I don't believe. Because what am I doing? My God. Okay, I'm an idiot. This is the part that bugs me about this kind of a deal. I'm looking at a technical drawing, trying to use it as instructions, and that just hit me. That's not what I'm supposed to be doing here. I need to just go by the video, because on the video he takes and he mounts it on here. So let's go ahead. Oh man. Yeah, if I flip it to another deal, then it shows the plate in between it. Goodness. Yeah, the joys of being a maker. Hey, Calvin, how you doing? Oh, goodness. Apparently I didn't watch the videos enough. Get back in here. Plate, body, motor assembly. Okay, let's get back over here to the plate. Make sure I got it right here. So that will fit like that. That's right. Then if I remember right, there was a standoff. Standoff goes right here. Okay, that makes a whole lot more sense. My goodness. And then I believe there's actually a pulley. Let's see. It's going to be one of these. And boy, this actually makes it pretty hard. C-Dub's in the house. Come on, rotate. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this goes out like that. Let me just go ahead and, for the moment, until I get everything put on the plate, I'm just going to kind of put it out there toward the end of the shaft. Okay. Oh, that's going to fit so much better. And let's go ahead and throw this one through. Oh yeah, that tightens up a lot better. Oh goodness. Okay, so now the question is, can I adjust? I guess I should adjust that pulley before I get any further. Just loosen these back up a hair so I can get to it with the wrench. Yeah, just come off there then. Yeah, actually, I am going to have to take it back off the plate and just eyeball it. I thought I could do the adjustment while it was connected to the plate, but apparently not. And why is Facebook popping up or Twitter putting, not Twitter, but YouTube putting an ad up? No, this is the, I messed up, and it's taking me longer than it should have. Oh, man. Let's see. Did I just make another mistake? Oh, my goodness. Well, I thought I had that the right way around. Oh. Excuse me for just a moment here while I make a little adjustment. There we go. Yeah, it's better. Okay. Bring that over here. Now let's just see how that lines up. It's going to be about right. Okay. Yes, the Dremel. Well, actually, not the Dremel. It's a knockoff. You know you're in trouble when you have to reach for the Dremel. There we go. But I should just start playing the video for his assembly videos and just follow along. I probably would have been halfway done by now. Missed it. The smalls is a little bit, I believe it's smaller than the simple. I want to say the simple had a 6x6 build volume, and this one's but a 4x4x4, I believe. There we go. That's looking better. Okay, so now back to the technical drawing. Let's call for the Z stop. And which side does that go on? Okay, so this is the Z stop. It looks like it mounts right here. And I am going to guess it's going to take these. No, it's going to take plastites. That's right. I don't think it's going to take the little ones. No. Okay. Let me double check one thing here before I go any further. Yeah, the bigger holes. Yeah, the interesting thing about the Simple is it came out right at the time whenever I was, the Simple Metal actually came out right at the time I was getting ready to get into 3D printing. And that's actually one of them that I really was thinking about getting. And I just never did. Whenever I was getting ready to do it, I just got cold feet and just didn't pull the trigger. And by the time I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and get it, they had already sold out because they had just came out and they were a really hot printer at the time. Okay, if I remember right from the video, it's the one with the yellow wire that he had. Okay. I believe the blade faces upward. I want to say they only used one screw, which makes sense because I only see 3 plastites here for the switches. So I'm guessing it'll go on the side where the pressure would be hitting, so hopefully that'll be it. Okay. Let's see. Bearing clamps. Okay, so now I'll double check I'm doing this in the right spot here in a moment, but I believe just double check here. So I have the end stop, body, end stop, body, body. What in the world? Oh, that's the complete. It's showing out the end stop completely tore apart. Yeah, one plastic screw into the body. Plastic screw. Which we already did that. So now bearing clamps. Now the bearing clamps in relation to the plate. Man, this is hard to see. Okay, where's my motor at? Okay, so wow. I'm going to send you guys a link here so you can see what I'm having to do here. This is the Printrbot build diagram essentially. And man, it is just different. I'm trying to see now if it goes on the back side. I just don't remember. Should have watched that video again last night, but I was wanting to test the stream and everything. I just didn't get around to doing it. Wow. Okay, so it looks like it goes on the back side from what I can tell. So we'll just go ahead and go with that. Great. Okay, let's see here. I'm just going to take a couple of these rods and run through them just to be on the safe side. Just to make sure that there's not a problem there. Okay. These plates over that, and then what screw do I need? So 3 by 16. I believe it's going to be these. Yep, barely reaches, so that should be it. That's the right one. Well, is it? It's got to be. Yeah. They're going in slowly but surely. Let's try and get all of them lined up here. Let's see. I thought I sent that link, but it didn't go through, I guess. Yeah, let's try a different Allen wrench here. It's got to the point where it wasn't going no more. That's the reason why. I'll eyeball it here in a moment and make sure it's straight. Don't think it's going to be though, but let's double check. Oh, actually, it is pretty straight. So far cry from the original Printrbot when it came out, because if I remember right, all the bearings were seated using zip ties. But it was also at the time, was the lowest priced printer you could find on the market. So it was a huge draw. So everything going all right on the stream, or is it still acting up? I better wiggle my mouse a little bit here. Let everything know I'm still awake. Yeah, zip ties. There are going to be a few of them on this one, but not near like that used to be. Not crashing, good. Zip ties hold the 3D printing community together. You don't know how true that is. That and duct tape. See, what time is it? 7:59. I'm gonna have to step this thing into high gear here in a moment. Okay, so that is looking nice. They're looking nice and straight. Go one last time because I don't know how accessible these are going to be once it's in there. Let's just go ahead and take those back out. Okay, so now got that portion of it taken care of. Okay, so now we need to do the Y bearing clamp. It says I thought there was a bearing we need to put in before that. Why did it go past that step? Let's take a look here. Idler bearing, there we go. So that one, I believe, uses 2 of these bearings, an M4 washer, and a 4x16 button head screw. That'd be one of these. Let's see, I believe that goes underneath. That's right. No, that's not going to be the right one, is it? Nope. Button head. It's going to be one of these. There we go. Perfect. Okay, and that feels better now. Zip ties FTW. Interesting you use those initials because that's not what I always heard that meant. You mean it for the win. Okay, there we go. Okay, so these, see, it goes that way. This will go that way. Perfect. Poor Curtis. So I don't know why I suddenly ended up with another bearing here that was loose. That was kind of odd. Oh, I need, let's see here. I wonder I need more bearings. Yeah, the bearings are just for the bed. So yeah, we're going to be fine. And then I believe I need to take one of the belts and put on this now at the same length. Actually, that one was a hair long shorter, so let me use it. And then trying to remember which way. It was kind of an S shape if I remember right. Well, I might be able to do that after the fact. Oh, let me go ahead and do that now. How you doing, Beth? Okay. You getting tired? Okay. My wife's over here getting bored. Okay, so I know the belt goes on here, but I do not see it yet on here. I'm going to try going from memory here. Yeah, that's probably where I'm going to go wrong, but let's just go ahead and go with it. I want to say it went like this. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll deal with it later. Yeah, that's actually going to work out all right. That feels right. I go ahead and throw some rods through here. It's an odd feeling bearing. It'll be fine though, I think. Just to be on the safe side, since this part here I can't get to, I'm going to. I have extra bearings, so if it comes to that, I'll just grab another bearing. That one feels awful tight. Let's see. That way, that, nope. This put back on there. Because I'm pretty sure once this plate goes on, it's going to be a bear getting it back on there. That's better. Nope. Wrong screw. There. Okay, Greg. Now we know your secret. Hey, did anybody ever try that Hangout leak to see if it actually worked? There, yeah. Okay. I'm not sure what rods go on that yet, just yet, so I'll just go ahead and pull those out. Yep, that's working good. Okay. So let's see here. Okay, so now let's move on to this one. Ooh, sticker. Yeah, this is going to be the Y assembly here. So I think now we start on the extruder. Yeah, the Meat Creator 2 is actually a really good printer. I like that. I really like that one. Okay, so first thing it wants is the sensor. Grab it out of here. I can do one thing here real quick. Let's see. So I believe it fits like that. And then grab the sensor here. And that mounts right down here with 3x16 screws. I believe that's going to be it. Okay. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and set this at the highest point until I start doing adjustments on it. Yes, it is a lot of parts. Straighten this up just a hair. Okay. So that was the sensor. Now we get to the extruder. Yeah, for 3D, how you doing? Hey, Carl. Okay, so now I need another one of these motors. And how does it want the motor? So the motor will be setting like that on there. So I'm going to need, let's see, we know we're going to need these parts. Hey, Fetch, no problem. You didn't miss a whole lot. You mainly missed me going and about having a nervous breakdown figuring out that I wasn't putting it together right. Let's see here. So now I need, there, that's what I needed. So it's calling for that piece. I believe that goes on there. Yeah. And there's this post. The drive gear. Let's go ahead and get that put on there real quick. I will go through in a little bit and figure out what adjustment I need to make on it. I just want to get it on there so I don't forget it. Okay. If that fits on like that. Let's see. Hey, KOSLOW27. How you doing today? Okay, and then we need the UBIS. So we got the UBIS hot end here. There we go. We got the stepper motor in play. Okay, so now it wants the bearing. I think I gotta get all this. What's funny is it hasn't said anything about screws yet. I know I gotta get this thing to put together here somehow. So I know the motor's gonna come in from behind. I know that's gonna be up there. Okay, and then The bearing is going to go in between there. Okay, that's making more sense. Then there's going to be a compressed spring. Okay, now we're starting to get into it. So it's calling for does I go in through that part? Yes, it does. Goes through there. We have the spring. Before I go any further, I need to get this other part put together because it hasn't called for the screws yet, but I know it's going to happen. So I might as well get this thing put together so it doesn't fall apart on me. Let's see. These screws are very touchy. You can't go too tight on them or you'll strip out the plastic. I know you're not supposed to be able to strip out the plastic from what I heard during the video, but one of them I just did. Okay, so let's go through here. Spring. And oh, there's a nut here that I believe goes down there. So they didn't give me a wrench for this larger one. So let's go ahead and dig into my kit over here. Everything but the size. Nice. Yeah, that will work. Yeah. Let's grab this thing. That'll work. Hey, Matrix 59. Okay, so Cool. Okay, so I got one more plastic screw here. I think is it going to this backside? Nope. Okay, so where's this washer supposed to go? Okay, so let's go ahead and try getting this put together now. Let's see. Something isn't right. What? I will definitely take her out to breakfast. Thank you. Lucky man. Man. I owe you dinner, by the way. Man, in fact, I owe Travis dinner too. He did all the camera work when I did the interviews with Chuck and with Joel. And poor guy, he's like trying to hold it as still as he can. I felt so bad for him. Wow. Thank you, Curtis. Oh, Greg. You just can't let it go, can you? You gotta fight with them, don't you? Thank you very much, Greg. I honestly, man, thank you. Wow. It's going to be a good breakfast. Oh, man. Now I'm all off track here. Wow. Yeah, it feels like my birthday. In fact, that's the most I've gotten since quite a few birthdays ago. Oh, wow. Let's see here. Where was I at? I forget now. Bacon. Hey, that's what's missing. We need to have some bacon. Yeah, I probably will start doing streams now. Bacon, bacon. Oh, is he? I, I have yet to get onto Jerry's stream yet. I need to do that. I need to go and check that out because, man, I don't get over to Twitch that much. I'm like YouTube for life, you know. Let's see. Back to the Ubis. Okay, there we go. That's what I need to see. So that goes up there. One of these goes through the washer. Goes through up here into the motor. Actually, I got to feel I better do that last. I better put the hot end on first. Yeah, that feels right. Poor Beth's sitting over here. She doesn't even have a clue how much you guys just tipped me. I don't want her to have a heart attack on me if I tell her. Hear the dogs barking. So that feels awful tight. So let me go ahead and get that loosen back up just a hair. Oh. Somebody leaving? Oh, Techman's going for a ride. Have fun, Techman. Oh, wow, Fetch. I didn't realize it was that late. Oh, what in the world? 3D printing stuff, 25 euros. That's like, what, $50 American? Oh, my God. Thank you. MacVision, $10. Thank you. I got to figure out what the exchange rate is. I know that that's a lot more than the dollar, if I remember right. Thank you. Okay, so I'm having a problem with this. Tighten it up. It's wanting to go up against the extruder, up against the, what do you call it, the hob bolt, or what do they call that thing? Or why? There we go. That'll work. See what I missed on here. End in the build and go to breakfast. Thank you for watching, guys. Oh, man. Hey, we love you. Just remember that. Man. Is what it's called. Okay. Butterfingers. Get up here. Okay, so now okay, what am I missing on this part? I think I just tightened up everything too tight on this up here. Chorizo burrito does sound very good. I don't know. Here's the thing. I keep forgetting about my audience. That's what's funny is on YouTube analytics. what is the percentage? It's a very low percentage. It's like 28% of my viewers are actually in America. And the thing is, I don't even know if in Europe, do they even have chorizo? Because if not, that is like the most amazing. Tried it. Ryan knows what it is. Oh, this is the Printrbot Smalls. They're looking better. Okay, so I got the extruder assembled. And I don't know how, but I ended up with one extra part, so maybe that was just an extra part. I don't see any more holes for it to go into. Slow W27, thank you very much, man. Oh, man. I definitely get a soda. I gotta get a diet one, though. That's the only bad part. I miss Coke so much. I miss it. Okay, so now I need the fan shroud. If I keep running out of time, I may have to do this as a two-part build. I may end up coming back tomorrow morning. I was hoping I could get this thing done, but I underestimated the power of the chat. Okay, so I am needing the fans. Now, a little secret, which you guys already know this, I'm sure, but if you're new to, oh, just lost my monitor over there. Is the stream still going? I just lost my monitor. Hang on. Okay, the monitor just got powered off. That was all. Scared me for a second. But anyway, on these fans, whenever you see the label, that's the direction that they blow toward. I didn't know if it, most people already know it, but I just thought I'd throw that out there in case somebody's new to it. Let's see. How do I want to route these fans? Let's see. Understand the power of the chat. Okay. Thank you, Ryan. Yeah, I got worried there when that monitor went off. Okay, so now 3x25mm screws. Is that the right size screw? Let's see. Oh, that's right. It's in this corner. This seems kind of long. No, that's not right. Or is that it? Yeah, that feels right. Yeah, well, I bet it's supposed to be plastic screws. Let's call for not showing those 4 screws there, but that's not what I need. You gonna go to sleep, Greg? Well, you have a good one, my friend. Okay, so it's showing me everything for the fan. I was trying to find what fits. There we go. Fan, plastic screw. Okay, there we go. So it is plastic screws. Have a good night, Futch. Thank you very much for joining. Huh. It felt good when before I put the screw in. Once I put the screw in, it kind of felt weird. Why? Wires also tightened up too. And Calvin's taking off? You take care, Calvin. Be careful. Man, oh man, don't get yourself burnt up. Tell you what, if you guys ever get a chance to meet Calvin, he is one of the coolest guys you'll ever meet. Huh. Why? Oh, I see what's going on. Well, nope, that doesn't seem right either. It's like the wire is kind of causing the problem here, but it shouldn't because it's got a cutout for the wire. There we go. That feels better. Okay, so why doesn't it like that set up? It looks like some people getting hungry. Let's loosen this one fan up, see if I can get a little bit more room to maybe squeeze the other fan in. It fit pretty good the one direction, but the moment I started tightening everything up, then the wires weren't quite right. So just it a little bit, see if that gave me a little bit more wire. It's not pulling up inside it now. So hopefully that'll do the trick. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Okay. So now trying to remember how. No, that's right. Be blowing toward the front. Okay, so what am I missing here? There. Got it. trying to find the hole. Every time I thought I had it, it didn't want to go through. Okay, so what am I missing here? Maybe I should have better luck if I took the thing back off, stab the screws first, and then try it. I'll try that. Let's try it back around here. Or am I just... No, the screws do have to go toward the top. There. One fan was like a little skewed or something, just off a hair. Laptop was wanting to go to sleep. So what time is it? 8:50. So I got one more hour to throw at this, and then I gotta call it. So let's see how far I can get. Hey, McDonald's breakfast is pretty good. What did you get there? You get a Big Mac or did you get the big breakfast? Hi Heather, how you doing? While I have you here, I was trying to find you on trying to find you last night so I could add you. There, I gave you a wrench. I gave Travis a wrench, but I couldn't find you on YouTube last night so I could give you a wrench. Barry, thank you. Oh my goodness. I will take her some as soon as as soon as I leave from here, that's actually where I'm going to be heading, is up to go see my mom. I don't know if you were here toward the beginning of the stream, but the way everything looks, she should be coming home hopefully this coming week. She's making a lot more progress. She's actually walking more and able to get around a little bit better, to the point where they're feeling confident that she can come home and be all right. Oh, dropping wrenches. There we go. Here is the fan setup. So it'll cool the hot end here and cool the part as well. Actually, I think I could keep working on that part. Let's see. Beth is doing pretty good. She has an appointment in July to go see the surgeon about her gallbladder. So hopefully that's going to go pretty good. But she's watching what she eats, and it's because of that she's not having near the pain she was having. So hopefully everything keeps going that direction. In fact, she's sitting right here. She wanted to come over and watch. Heather said hi. Oh, she says hi. Let's see. Okay, so now I need to... There he says hi. She says hi. Let's see now what. I think that's going to be the right rods. Which direction did that go? Yeah. Okay, and then these. Now, how did he say to do that? He was it. I know one of them goes one direction, one goes the other, if I remember right. Yeah, there we go. So if I have the one here in the front is supposed to be with the piece at the bottom. Let's see. One's supposed to be at the bottom, but if I do it, the standoff is different. Okay, what am I doing wrong here? If I turn it the right direction, maybe it makes sense. There we go. That's right. It'll be like that. That'll be at the bottom. Okay, good. So let's just go ahead and do it like this for now. And I know these need some coaxing to get in. This is going to be fun. Yeah, I do need a second camera. I got to work on that. Thanks, Heather. I'm going up the list. Stream looks great. It sounds great. Thank you. Yeah, I am, especially after today. My goodness, I think I will be doing it more often. Oh man. Let's see. Got myself messed up again here. So it'll go like that. Like that, I believe. No. Right. Yeah. I think. This way. Goes like that. Okay. No. It can't be. Got my orientation wrong here somehow. How do I have it wrong? There. Okay. So then. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So I want to be sure before I start pounding plastic pieces together. It's time to get the table all broke in here, huh? I do have this pad down, so it should help keep it from really messing it up. Okay, let's see how bad I messed things up. Just want to see if the will match up now. Or if I need to pound it some more. Looks like I need to pound it some more. Just making sure I didn't mess up on the rods. I don't know if I'm going to get that kind of distance back out of it, though. I just double check the rods, make sure I didn't mess up and use the wrong rod. Nope, they're the same length. Okay. Just wanted to be sure before I start pounding again. Thank you very much, Coslow W27. Thank you very much for your donation, and have a great day, my friend. Let's see. That's still off. I'm still not 100% sure about. Let's just go ahead and pull this back off for a moment. I want to be absolutely sure I didn't mess up and use some rods that are a little bit too long. Oh, they're exactly the same length. These other rods are way too short, so I know it's not those. So I guess I just need to pound it harder. Yep, that's looking a lot better. Okay. So now that I've got that in position, let's go ahead and get our belt set up here. I know at one end, let's double check my setup here. Let's see if it goes that way, it goes that way. So this end is the end that's tied off. So I need to figure out which hole, which I think I'll go in the top one here, or the bottom one, I mean. Bring the belt through. You know, on his video, I don't remember it having, I remember him having to use a piece of filament through it. But it looks like they took and they redesigned it and they put a fit. Let's see if I can get through this other hole. Boy, it's not wanting to fit through it either. I don't want to modify it. I don't want to. But I know in the video, he uses a piece of filament as the centerpiece. And I may have to break that out and do that because it is not fitting. The belt just, it goes in just a hair and it just stops. And it will not slip past the next tooth. So forgive me, drum, for what I'm about to do. I don't want to do this. Let me see if I can just open it just a hair. No, I'm gonna have to take it out completely, it looks like. I was hoping I could open it up a little bit and get to fit through. It looks like they were trying to design it so that you don't have to use the filament to get to for assembly. Man, let's see, what else have I got in here that I can use on that without having to just to open it up. Just a little more, almost where I can get it through. Rotary tools are not a sin. I know. I don't want to modify it if I can get out of it. I don't want to take and cut out what they designed into it. It's just that they added this one piece into it, I believe, or before I think you just loop the belt, put it through, and then put a piece into it. And now they put this piece right in the middle for the belt to wrap around, which is a great idea, but it's just a little too tight. So hopefully the edge, quit going. Oh, wait a minute, did it break through? Yes, it broke through. Let me. Yes, man. Now let's see if I can feed it back through. The bottom one has more room. I actually had enough room where I could actually fit the Allen wrench through it. Let me pull pull this back out just a hair. I don't want that much sticking through. There, good enough. And now I need some zip ties. And I know there's a way that he did it so that the zip tie didn't interfere, but at the moment I cannot remember how he did it, so I'm not going to worry about just the moment. If I need to redo it later, I'll redo it later. Actually, I'll bring it down this way. And see, how did they do that? It was with this piece here. Use 2 nuts. I'll put the nuts in after I figure out how to get the belt on it. Okay, so I know it's got to go from that direction because it's got to pull the nuts into it. So, can I press this through as one piece, or do I have to feed it through and then back? Got to feed it through and then back, it looks like. I want it right about there. Okay. Let's try that. See if I can slip it a couple teeth. Yeah, something's going on over there. Is the chat, everything still up? Okay, Heather, thank you for joining. That should work. Thank you, Heather. Have a great day. Tell Travis I said hi. Tell Ari I said hi too. Let's see. I grab some of this filament here. Okay, now let's see if is that the size screw? What size screw do I need? Belt tensioner. There we go. So V3 nut, M3 nut, but it doesn't show. Actually, it does. I think it is going to be these, I think. Maybe not. Go ahead and run these through. Did it come back or is it still out? Stream might have died. Okay, it's alive. Good. Thank you, After 3D. Appreciate it. Thanks, Ryan. Okay. Cool, Tech Man. I'll check it out. Where are you located at? Okay. So the tensioner idea is actually a really good idea. The only thing is the bolts that they're using are too short. make sure I got the right ones sorted out here for it. Element in it, which maybe it doesn't need. But the other thing is that where it comes out past it, it's going to bump up against there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to finish this today. I can tell you that right now. It's not going to happen. Not by 10 o'clock. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop these in for now because they are that much longer, which is enough to where I can grab hold of this piece and tighten it. Hey, Ripcord, back from breakfast. It's coming slow. Oh my goodness. I on by now, but it's not happening. So I'm going to take and I can go without the filament inside this portion of it, but the only thing is I'm afraid it's going to pull through if I don't put something in there. So the screws that, from what I could tell, that it's recommending are these, but they're just not long enough to reach into this tensioner and be able to actually do any good with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cheat. I use these other screws, which I'm not really sure where they fit in the build, but I'm just going to go ahead and use those in there video, and that will give me enough room to and have a little bit of flexibility with it. Yeah. Getting there slowly but surely. That was what my dad said. He was old. Well, that's what this feels like. What I can do is I'm going to stop off past one of the hardware stores here in Salinas, and I'll pick up some longer ones in case I need this for the longer ones for when I do the bottom of it. What do you call it? Is it the X assembly? Whatever the one for the print bed, because it uses the same kind of a tensioning system. So I'll pick up some more of these kind of screws and just have them on hand just in case that's what I need. Unless maybe those will work fine with that. I don't know. But for this part of it, it just wasn't happening. It's looking all right on this side. Did it come back? Okay, so the stream is back. Okay, cool. Darren, thank you. Let's see if I can clip this one off just a hair further. There, good enough. Okay. And we are back. Okay, so now coming to this point right here. Using the plastites to get this screwed in. You can do it. Like that one guy, just do it. Oh man. Let's see. Okay, so what am I coming up against? Oh, that's where he's talking about the zip tie. So the zip tie fits in between the two plates. And the way I did my zip tie, it's hitting the back plate. Let's see if I can just twist it around. Okay, there we go. So I twisted the zip tie around so it fits between the two plates. And now the end stop hits the back of that motor. Cool. So that's that part of it. Now there's two other parts, two other axes I got to work on. It is 9:29, 9:30. It just changed. So let me try to go a little bit further on it and see how far I can get. Let's see. So next one is the Z-axis. It looks like I need this plate. I know I'll need that plate. And then I need that, one of these. I need those. Okay, so I have my base plate right here. It says to put in the rubber feet. So let's go ahead and get those put in. So here's what I got on the agenda today. As soon as I finish this up, I'm going to run up and see my mom and spend the day with her. And then about 3, 4 o'clock, somewhere in there, I got to start heading toward Hollister because we already had tickets to go see this tribute band called the Garth Guy, which is, I guess, a Garth Brooks tribute band. I'm not into country music, but the place is really cool, and we like going there. It's at the vineyard over in Hollister. And so that's where we're going to be until probably about 11 o'clock tonight. That's the reason why I need to do this stream now. But I know I'm not going to finish it. So I'll put up to a vote to you guys. When do you want me to finish this out? Should I live stream late tonight, or should I live stream sometime in the morning? Let me know in the comments what you think about it. Hey Jeff, how you doing? So everybody's saying morning. I might not start as early as I did this morning. I might start closer to about, see, this morning I started at what, 7? What do you guys say about 8 o'clock in the morning? Because hopefully I only have maybe about an hour and a half left to assemble once I finish this part of it out. Okay. So we have that. It looks like we have one of these that goes in. Ooh, 12 p.m. for you. Well, that's got to be getting really late there then. Oh, 12 p.m. That's noon. Okay. I'm thinking 12 a.m. Sorry about that. Let's see. So So far, votes looking like 8 a.m. is going to be all right. So that's, if I don't, which I'm not going to get this finished. Let's be honest with it. I'm not going to get this finished today. So at the moment, let's go ahead and plan for 8 a.m. if that sounds good for all you guys. I might sneak in a little bit earlier, but let's just kind of set the date. Okay, so I got that. Okay, and then it wants one of the rods. I should have pounded the rod in, I guess. I can do that in a little bit though. That rod can wait a little bit. Okay, so I need a stepper motor. I need that piece. I believe it goes on there. And I believe, if I remember right, you almost have to butt it up against it. It doesn't say on here that, but I remember from the video, it sounds like you have to butt it up against it pretty good. Okay, so I got that. Oh, somebody's trying to get hold of me. Let's see. There. So that will go there, but where else does it mount? Or am I looking at this? Make sure I'm looking at this the right direction here. Well, I know that goes on like that, so let's just go ahead and go from there. I wanted to say it was one of the shorter. Oh, that's going to be too long. Okay, what am I missing here? Why am I not seeing? Those are going to be too short, I'm sure. Yeah. Although not by much. But all the rest of these are pretty long screws. They're not going to work. So what am I missing here? Am I missing another bag of screws? That can't be. It's not going to be plastites because that's not what's used to mount that motor. Let's throw one in, just see how long it is. Seems pretty long, but yeah, I guess that will work. Sure didn't seem like it was going to work, but because this one hole in particular seems awful deep. Yeah, it grabbed. Good. So I know it's awful late in the stream for me to say it, but I don't know if anybody realized it, but this was a Google Hangout. So up at the very top, when I first went live, I went ahead and I added the link in. I don't see where anybody's tried to come into it. But if anybody wanted to, you're more than welcome to do it. Okay. There we go. I thought the pulley went on one direction, but it went on the other way. Sounds like I have a chicken at the door. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That might have been a bad idea. But I'll tell you what, though, having you guys in chat actually has helped me a lot for this, because when I did my G-Tech i3, I was in there for 8 hours doing that thing. And I'll tell you what, it got so mundane after so long, I just about went nuts, man. It's just horrible. Before you know it, I was throwing stuff and just I got mad a few times. Especially the camera kept shutting off. And finally, once I just pure lost it. I went outside. I forget what I did. I threw all kinds of stuff. I had a temper tantrum. Oh, man. Okay, so I got that on there. I turned that alarm off. That's my alarm telling me that I better start wrapping stuff up. Start paying attention to time. All right, Okay, Z block assembly. I know that goes on like that. And hey Rick, how you doing? I didn't miss much. I got this assembled finally. That was like 3/4 of the build time, I think, was that. I think the rest of this is actually going to go a lot easier. Famous last words, but yes, honestly, there's no replacing a build manual, and I don't think I ever got that posted into the chat. I was going to post this thing for the Printrbot, what I'm having to go by in order to do this build. Don't get me wrong, I love Printrbot. To me, they've always been one of my favorite companies. And Brooke, he's just an amazing guy. But using a technical drawing for an instruction manual, it's rough. I like a step-by-step, show me pictures and then a little description on how to assemble it, and I'm good. But when you hand me a technical drawing and say, here's all your parts, it makes it a little bit rough. The first part was actually what was it? The Y and the Z axis. It was all of this part here with the bearings going this way, the bearings going that way, assemble this part of it, assemble the extruder and the fan setup and all that. So there's quite a bit in that first part. The bottom part is what's going to control the print bed going back and forth and the Z height. Hey, Manuel, thank you. Let's see, so this one, make sure I put everything in the right spot here. Oh, you found it. Thank you. Thank you, Ryan. Yeah, table's actually doing really good. I'm hoping I can get my other printer out here soon. Just get it put out here and start where I can do printing on both printers at the same time. There we go. Okay, so we have those two motors there. This one is the one that the Z coupler is going to go onto, like so. And then I'll have the Acme rod, which will go into that. Let's see. So in fact, they're calling for all that to go in now. So let me go ahead. Put that one in there. Then this one here. What am I doing? It's the wrong rod. My goodness. Why couldn't I have been smart? So that goes like that. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get this one put in. Sorry, table. Knew this day was coming. Okay, it's looking good. Double checking here, see if there's something I'm forgetting. I think there's an actually another thing that's going to go there. So let's just go ahead and get. Nope, that's going to take another type of a deal. Plastite. Plastite goes underneath it. Hey Ryan, since you had time to take a look at that drawing, have you made heads or tails on how to assemble this? I was wondering, is it just me, or is that kind of a rough way of having an instruction manual? There we go. Okay, 9:53. I have to wrap this up. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get this screw put in, and then I'll wait off and get everything else set up tomorrow. I'll just pretty much kill everything the way it is now. I'll leave the camera set up, lights, everything the way it's set up now. Actually, I was talking to Curtis earlier, or yesterday, I believe it was. And one thing I'm going to do, especially after this stream now that I had those donations, I can afford to do it. I'm going to take and grab some cable and just go ahead and do a wired connection to for the Ethernet, and that should make it a lot easier to stream and everything without dropping the connections and stuff. I think it would work out a lot better. And then eventually, I'll see if I get in a second head view eventually, and then so man, this is the longest I've ever streamed, and I gotta say it's fun. I understand now why people do it. I did 2 test streams night before last, and then last night I did a test stream just to make sure everything was working. Windows was trying to do a update on the computer, trying to update to that Creator Edition, and it failed 3 times yesterday. So I need to make sure everything is still working. There we go. Okay, so we got the motors mounted here. Gantry portion of it's in place there. I need to add some more screws here, but I believe there's another switch. I forget where it goes. Maybe it doesn't go there. I'm not sure. Anyway, I know for sure that that's going to be the plastite, so we'll go into that to hold that into place. I don't think anything's going to go there, so let's go ahead and throw those in real quick. I got a little bit of time. Yeah, I don't think anything's going to go there. Oh my goodness! 3D printing stuff, you did that again! Thank you! Oh, I'm definitely going to get that cable now. Oh man, thank you. There it is. So here's the way I'm going to leave it. Good friends, thank you very much for all your support. Thank you so much for the donations. And just thank you very much for keeping me company during this. Man, it's turned into a little bit longer of a job than I But I'm going to watch some more videos tonight when I get home, and so that tomorrow I can breeze through this a little bit easier. And I actually have some more of these bearings in the other office. I'll bring those out here. I'm pretty sure. We'll see on this rod, it feels better than it did on the other one. The other one, it was real tight. I don't know. I'll see. But I do have extra bearings already on hand, so if I need to, I'll switch them out. But guys, thank you very much for watching. You have a great day. This is Saturday morning here in Salinas, California. So it's like I said, I'm going to go see my mom, go over there for that concert. If you follow me on Twitter, don't be surprised if you see something pop up for a stream on, oh, what's that called? The video platform on Twitter is called Periscope. I have a Periscope account, and a lot of times whenever I'm at a concert, I'll stream it. I'll stream at least parts of it here and there. It all depends on the internet connection that's there. I know there it's out in the country, so it's going to depend completely on the 4G network, providing I've got 4G out there. So if you're on Twitter, just keep an eye out tonight. And it's our time. It's going to probably be about, I think it's 6:30 or 7 o'clock is when it starts. Stopping the stream.